Aquarius, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and see what is happening in your world. Tell me about your past. Well, that was clear. Jumped right out. I'm getting Wheel of Fortune vibes, even though that card has not yet presented itself. It might. That happens a lot when I start to say these things, the card pops out. Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter energy. It's growth, it's expansion. It is a very positive movement. It's very fated movement. And I'm getting that energy from this reading, and the card has not presented itself. So we will just keep going. And your potential outcome in this situation. The Hermit's been showing up a lot here. Oh, and here we go. This is why I'm picking up the energy. So there's the Wheel of Fortune right there, bottom of the deck. This is the underlying energy that I've been feeling. So not a surprise from that perspective. Wheel of Fortune, Two of Cups. Definitely love where this is going because it does feel like it's positive momentum. There is some sort of progress being made here. Oh yeah. So your current energy, Four of Wands, Hanged Man. So you're seeing relationships from a different perspective. It does feel like maybe there's a little bit of delays connected to it, but these delays aren't real. They don't feel long in nature. They feel very short, but it is about, okay, how quickly can you start to see things from a different perspective? Because as soon as you do, that's when things start to move forward again. That is that Wheel of Fortune energy that I was picking up. This is that forward momentum. The universe wants you to focus on this Queen of Cups energy. So male or female, it's just the energy of the card. This is about self-care. This is about making sure your emotional needs are being met. So think of your self-care routines, like when you are having a bad day or you just need that kind of alone time to reset yourself. What is it that you do? Do you meditate, yoga, working out? What does your self-care routine look like? That's what the universe wants you to focus on here. Just make sure you take time for you. Six of Pentacles is showing up in the past position. So this is a card of generosity, but what happens with the Six of Pentacles is in order to feel generous, you have to feel balanced. If you don't feel balanced, feel good about where you are, your place in the world, all of these things, then you're not going to sit there and open yourself up to other people. You're not going to be generous with your time or anything because you feel like you're lacking. And so I like to see this card showing up because this indicates that you're very balanced. Page of Pentacles in your strength position here. And so Page of Pentacles, this is about some sort of long-term goal that you have for yourself, some sort of long-term plan, really taking the steps that you need to in order to go after and achieve it. And again, long-term is the name of the game here. So not like 5 months from now, this is 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now. What is it that you want in your life? And then the Emperor shows up here in your near future. So it's Aries energy. May or may not be significant as far as a sign goes, but with the Emperor energy, this is movement forward. This is somebody who is not going to hold back. Very decisive action, right or wrong, this person's taking decisive action. It is a my way or the highway type of energy. And so you are really taking steps forward. And you're not letting anybody get you off path. You're not letting anybody tell you that what you're doing is wrong or you just shouldn't be doing it for whatever reason. That you're just not entertaining those thoughts. You're very of your own mind here. When I look at how the universe is kind of shaping everything together, so we do have the Eight of Pentacles. So everything that you need to know about the situation, you already know it. This is being a master at your skill. And so really understanding then you have all of the skills necessary to have the type of relationship that you want, to be able to see things from a different perspective, to be able to respond differently in relationships so that you can have the type of relationship that you want. The Knight of Swords is a fast-moving energy. And so this is, okay, great. You're very good at this, so we're not going to hold back here. This is movement forward at a very fast pace. Two of Swords is showing up in your hopes or fears position. So this is about really being at a crossroads. So there's something here, you want to make sure that you're making the right decisions. You have this kind of self-doubt that's been taking place. That is your current energy. I mean, that is why you're trying to see things from a different perspective. You want to understand and know that you're making the right decisions. The reason that you don't feel this way is because you don't really trust yourself at the moment, which does mean you need to kind of reground yourself, focusing on your self-care routine. Hermit is showing up in your potential outcome. And so the Hermit is internal thinking. It's also internal healing. There is something about being of service, but to yourself. This is something where you're really going to focus on your own needs, go after what you want here. It's Virgo energy. So let's get some additional details here. Four of Wands and the Hanged Man. I'm getting the Ace of Wands. So these are the steps that you're trying to take. The Ace of Wands, what this is allowing you to do. So seeing things from a different perspective is giving you the opportunity to really move in a different direction. Take those initial steps. Ace of Wands. Okay, this is what I want in a relationship. So this is the path that I need to go down. Tell me about this Queen of Cups. Five of Cups. You need to see things from a different perspective. That's part of this self-care. If you have been having some sort of internal dialogue that causes you to not have confidence in yourself or trust the decisions that you're making, this is part of the self-care routine. You need to be able to switch that up. You need to be able to do something different. See things differently, not just relationships, not just you in a relationships, but you in general. You need to modify the way that you see yourself. Without even realizing it, you've probably been holding yourself back in relationships, and you're now seeing that for what it is. With the Six of Pentacles, I'm getting the Lovers. I do love to see that. So there was somebody here that you met maybe recently. Lovers energy. I mean, this is somebody who is also very generous. This is somebody who is very grounded, very stable, very nurturing, loving, caring, all of the things. This is somebody that you would have a strong emotional connection with. If you haven't met that person yet, and because it is showing up in the past energy, there's something about you're manifesting this person. If you haven't met this person yet, you're manifesting this person. Let's see if we can get one card on the Page of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. This is movement. This is taking those initial steps to achieve your long-term plans here. With the Emperor, I'm getting Judgment. So this could be somebody from the past returning. Doesn't have to be the case. If that's not the case, if you're not interested in anybody from the past, then, you know, if somebody does come back, you're just going to tell them to go away. But either way, you are making a very clear decision on the path that you want to take, the steps that you're taking. Emperor, nobody's going to be able to get you off this path. You are definitely going to move forward without anybody else's input. You're just not open to hearing it. With the Eight of Pentacles, I am getting the Nine of Cups. Knight of Cups. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Cups out here. So that's a lot of movement. A lot of movement. And Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, you have everything you need within you in order to pursue the type of relationship that you want. So don't hold yourself back. Don't be afraid. Don't let insecurities get in the way of your happiness. That is part of the work that you need to keep doing on yourself. With the Knight of Swords, I am getting Strength. So this is definitely taking you down a different path than what you're used to, but in a really positive way. It does require you to have that inner strength within you. Don't be afraid to act. Don't be afraid to take bold steps. Bold steps being the key here. Two of Swords, Ace of Swords. You want clarity on the path that you need to go down. That's what you want. Tell me about the Hermit. With the Hermit, I have the Seven of Wands and the Two of Cups. You're healing from anything connected to the past, that any relationship that really had you defending yourself, defending your actions, not really being able to be yourself for whatever reason. And maybe you always said something or did something that triggered another person, but from your perspective, it seemed fine. And so this is part of the healing work that you need to do. Somewhere in those relationships, you let your vision of yourself and your communication style, whatever it is, be molded in a way that was not who you really are. And so you're being given an opportunity to reground and recenter yourself, because it wasn't you, it was the other person, and the other person had triggers that he or she needed to fix. And so you're starting to understand that. You're really working on yourself and understanding that you weren't the problem in this situation. It just wasn't the right situation. That's it. That happens. There's nothing wrong with that. It just, you aren't the right fit for each other. So Aquarius, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.